Hey guys, FilthyRobot here, back with Arumba, continuing our Imperial Ideals campaign.
Hey, how are you doing? We're back.
Doing well, man. It's been a little while. This is, for us, the break in between recording sessions was between last session and this session. So this is kind of our welcome back episode.
It was a horrible period of time where we didn't get to play. I missed it.
That's right. Our schedules are really kind of obnoxious to click together. I do most of my recording and streaming actually during the same time you do, but that means the evenings for both of us tend to be pretty bad, so it's hard to fit in additional recording sessions for us, and we wanted to play more of this, so we're quite excited about this one. So.
Yeah. Well, am I mistaken? I thought I heard somewhere, someone had told me that like you have found some new system where instead of sleeping, you stream, and like that's somehow how like your body
that's right.
gets back its brain stuffs, right?
That's right. I stream really hard, challenging games that make my brain just really tired, but the brain works so hard it doesn't know that it's missing its sleep. It's like, so we do that and then we come and play that. So it makes me a little goofy and a little silly sometimes, but seems to be working right now.
Yeah. Well, you were on your last leg, I think, at the end of our session last time. You were getting tired, right?
Yeah, well,
seemed like
getting hungry.
Yeah, hungry. It was a hunger fatigue.
I gotta feed the brain. It burns a lot of. It's a very, very calorie inefficient mechanism, the brain. But
right. So. Between episodes, at the end, we did have a great idea. I think that we're gonna.
Should we share both the great ideas? I think they're both excellent ideas for this.
Okay, sure. You go first. What do you got?
I'll share yours. You can share mine. So,
what was yours? Arumba, I forgot. Oh no, yeah, I remember. Go ahead.
Arumba suggested something which is great. We're sitting here trying to decide how we take land here, and we're kind of annoyed that Hesse is now. We want to attack all these countries, but they have alliance webs, and we don't have a lot of troops, and it's scary. So what's happening right here is Hesse has just taken over Mainz. And what we're expecting, since Hesse is in the Empire and Mainz is in the Empire, we're expecting when Hesse completes its war, the Emperor is going to demand that Hesse return Mainz to the Empire, like return it back to its natural state because it's an unlawful land. Now, the AI doesn't have to accept that, but it seems to be a big chunk of the time they say yes, they're going to return that land. In which case, Mainz is going to have been recreated with no alliances. So we're going to be sitting there with the diplomat, waiting to war deck Mainz. When we can attack him, because he'll have no alliances, then we'll attack him, conquer him, and then when the Emperor says return it, we'll go no, and we'll keep it. So we're going to expand. I thought it was great. It's a great idea. We don't have to deal with any alliance web.
Yeah, if we can go quickly enough. And he'll also, coincidentally, have no army whatsoever.
Yep.
So that'll be glorious. But, yeah. And also, if we can chain wars, we can try to avoid the unlawful territory requests on our own territory. So long as we are at war, the Emperor cannot demand the unlawful territory.
And the other kind of expletive, I don't know if it's exploitive. I mean, this is just min-maxing what you do in a collaborative setting. So in a collaborative setting, we also have another option, which is pretty cool. You want to explain that one?
Yeah. So you suggested we use condottieri, and like how can we use them to our advantage? And the way we decided we're going to do it is that, let's say we both want to attack a nation.
If he were to with tons of land.
If Filthy were to call me into the war, then we would only have 100% war score worth of stuff that we could potentially take via, conquest, money, war reps, all that kind of stuff. But if instead he declares the war on his own, and then I just kind of lend him in my entire army, in this case, because you can only rent 20 troops, so it won't work later on when we have huge armies, but we can lend him our entire army right now, and he'll use that army to go kill Bohemia, for example. And then, he's your ally, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he is.
Just as an example. And then immediately after you're done with your war, we turn it around. I declare war, you lend me all of your men, and we just both take 100% war score.
Yep. Ton of land.
It'll be good.
It'll be a ton of AE we can get. So that'll be exciting.
Yeah, because, we got to repeat the coalition wars from last campaign. Yeah.
I've been finding it fairly successful. Your suggestion of just attacking coalition. So I'm doing a campaign where I'm getting a little bit of coalition shit against me because I keep taking land in all sorts of fun ways. But I find that if I just keep attacking all the people who are mostly interested in joining the coalition, that never fires because they're always peace locked. So. Yeah.
Just be careful. That's a difficult thing to juggle because if you ever let those truce timers sync up.
I got a little screwed because my ruler died super early and my heir was only 3. So nice. I had, and my queen consort died like 2 years later. So I had like 10 years or 12 years of fucking regency council where I couldn't attack anyone.
That's horrible.
It was so bad. I'm like, are you kidding me? And when the queen consort died, I literally, my army, my maintenance, I pulled my maintenance up. I was 2 ticks in out of 3 for maintenance to go attack, for morale recovery to go attack, and it died. It was the worst possible timing. So. Anyways, what's on pause?
Okay, so there's one last thought I just noticed is that you notice how Hesse occupies Westfalen and Paderborn to his northwest?
Mm-hmm.
If you right-click on Hesse and then press the D key, you can see that he really wants Westfalen. He also has a claim on it. Mm-hmm. So I'm guessing that Trier's probably going to give him Westfalen. Mm-hmm. There's a chance the Emperor will demand Westfalen before he demands Mainz, and usually the AI will only accept one unlawful request. So if he gets 2, he might not return Mainz. But we have to wait and see. So I'm gonna pause. Okay. We've spent our 5 minutes talking, getting back into the swing, back in the saddle, so to speak. So
I guess I should turn up maintenance if I'm gonna do this war, huh?
Actually, if Mainz, if it works out, Mainz won't actually have an army. You don't need maintenance. You paused?
Yeah, I got a pop up. It's one I haven't seen before. So yeah, just a second to process this.
Processing.
That's right. Recalculating. What's this one? Lose 20 papal influence. That's a lot. I have 76 papal influence, but I can gain a stability for 20 papal influence. That's a good deal. All right.
Nice. Yeah, that's a really good deal. Normally it's 100 papal influence per stability. Yep. I'm gonna take the prestige. Yeah. Hesse wants military access. Haha, very funny.
Yep.
You are my rival. Why would you even ask me? Okay, pause. There it is. Cologne cedes Westfalen to Hesse. Cologne cedes Cologne to Trier. So Cologne still exists. He's got a 1 province now, Paderborn. Yeah. Pays war reps to Trier. He takes 68 ducats out of his coffers and gives it to other people. And let's now wait.
You don't order Cologne, right? You're in Nassau, right?
I don't anymore. I might if he gets Westfalen returned to him, but I think I still have a truce with him until November of 61. So I got about a year and some months to go. So you're bringing your army back?
Yeah, I turned up maintenance too.
All right, let's see. Unlawful territory.
Hesse just
rivaled me. The Emperor should do it soon, so long as Hesse is at peace.
Is he at peace? He is.
And so he just sent out his request to Trier. Trier refused. Trier kept Köln.
It's not good. How do you know? I didn't get a pop-up about any of
that. If you're not getting pop-ups, try right above the map. There's like the 4 little map icons. Mm-hmm. There's like a little envelope.
Yep.
Pull that thing out. Yep. Click on the bottom, the rightmost button. Okay. You get another thing that pops out. Mm-hmm. Click best guess.
Okay.
That'll turn on your message settings for people.
Okay.
So Austria should be part of that list, which means that anytime Austria does certain things, you're going to get special pop-ups about them. And there's one from Hesse.
Okay.
We have been informed that Hesse has accepted a demand of unlawful territory. Westfalen is now owned by Cologne. He returned Westfalen.
That's not the one I bordered. I don't have a claim on it.
Mm-hmm. But I still have spy network strength against Cologne, so I could fabricate a claim on Cologne, and he still has no allies, and he's got a year. It was the opposite of the direction we needed it to go.
Yeah, I'm still getting no land.
I'm taking a claim on him, though.
Alright, I guess I need to pull my spies out. So what the fuck am I going to do about this? Who was I looking at? We were looking at...
You wanted to attack Hesse directly. You crazy lunatic man.
Well, he got more allies in between when I first suggested that and then when we actually looked at that.
Yeah, the Palatinate with his 2541. The God General of 1460. That's the general from like the 17th century. He got teleported. It's a movie.
Time-traveling general, huh?
Yeah. Well, let's wait and see who Cologne becomes allied with.
Who am I going to even attack now? This is disappointing.
Cologne is an elector again, still, so they're going to end up probably picking up some good allies. Wish I didn't have a truce with him. And yes, Hesse refused the demand for unlawful territory from Mainz.
I gave back the first one.
Yes.
I'm going to have a hard time claiming provinces over here. The ones we want to attack are all alliance locked. So Ansbach, Palatinate, Hesse, and... I mean, I could pull in. That's what I was looking. I was waiting on favors, wasn't I? Yeah, I was. So I have 3 favors there, and I have 11 with Saxony. You ready to? I'm ready to go to war. You ready to go to war?
Okay, so let's just size them up. So if you pull, you're thinking about declaring war on Hesse. Hesse is going to pull in Trier, the Palatinate, and Ansbach.
Yep.
The Palatinate is my ally, so you're breaking my alliance.
Yep. Well, you can break your alliance first, right?
No, it'll break automatically. You can't be allies if you're at war with each other. So you're wanting to break my alliance. You're going to call in Saxony. You've got 9k. I've got 10k.
Saxony has 10k.
how are we? It's 3-on-4. How are we going to beat 3-on-4?
Magic, wishful thinking.
Favors with Bohemia. How many do you have?
Bohemia is nowhere near close. I'm at 3 with Bohemia.
3
What
and
other
4.
alliances do you have? Let me take a look. You
3
have
and 4 is really risky. I have you, very useless ally.
Yeah.
And I have Munster.
Munster. Do I have any other? Oh, I think I have a little. I think I can pull in. I do have another alliance, right? I have Nuremberg. I think I can pull in Nuremberg too. I have favors with them. I have 16, so I pull in Nuremberg. So I'll pull in Nuremberg and Saxony. Nuremberg's got 7k troops.
Okay.
So we're looking at 17. I have 20. That's 26. You have 10. So we have 36k troops. We're dealing with 6 and 8 is 14. What was the? I lost sight on the Palatinate stuff. He moved his troops. I guess I could look them up.
Okay, checking. I'm gonna do a quick technology check. Every enemy has military tech 4. You have military tech 5. Saxony's on 4. Nuremberg's on 5.
It's good for us.
5. So
Are you on 4 yet?
I'm still on. I'm on 4. I'm not on 5 though. I'm a way long ways off of 5. But so we have 2 on our side have tech 5. So it'd be 4 on 4, but the Palatinate with his crazy god general.
Yep, it's really scary, that general. What are we looking at? I mean, I don't have. Nuremberg doesn't have a general that I see. Unless, can you check? Are you just seeing stacks to see generals?
You can check. You can actually check generals in the ledger if you'd like.
How do I do that?
But L, and then you go to page number 14, military leaders, and then click the top where it says sort by country, and then they are in alphabetical order.
Okay.
They don't say the name, but you can hover over the flag to see the name. So if you're looking for like, tell me a nation.
Saxony.
Saxony.
I don't know the flags very well. It's a weirdly like, it has some gold in it, right? Is that it? Oh, that's Aachen.
Saxony has no general right now. He hasn't been in a war yet, so he hasn't hired one. He'll hire a general as soon as he goes to war. They don't hire generals unless they need them. Okay,
well, they kind of need it. I guess I can roll generals too if I had to. I'd be pretty sad about it. I was gonna look at my nobility. My nobility I don't think has enough.
Trier's general is god awful. It's a 0010. So that's good.
Okay.
Ansbach still has no leader, and Hess's leader we can see it's a 113. So
what's your leader?
He's a 005.
05.
He's super good. Solid.
Well,
super good. Wait. Sorry. That's my actual ruler. I've actually got a 4-2. Sorry.
Yeah, I remember I can't make my ruler into a leader because this type of person and this type of empire, and I can roll one, but I have 14 military tradition, so it's gonna roll poor. No.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, all right. Let me see. I have the diplomat back. Let me take a look at. It would be I can take all of Hesse, right? I have 3 claims on them. You know, it's probably too much for the lawful empire stuff, but I could maybe give back 1 or something. We'll see how it goes. But I feel like wiping them out might be advantageous, right? So if I ward them, I'm just going to look at what the ward actually looked like. Was there someone else we were going to ward? We weren't going to ward his ally, right? So he has allies with Ansbach, the Palatinate, and Trier. And there's no simpler way to do that, right? If I roll, because I have claims on the Palatinate as well. They're allied with Hesse, Ulm, and Ansbach. We could get 1 less if I ward the Palatinate. But then we can't take, or it would rather be much more expensive to take Hesse land.
1 less what? 1 less ally?
Yeah, because Hesse has 3 allies, and
wait, why don't you just do that? Just take Oberpfalz.
Take what?
Just go for the Oberpfalz. Wait. Our goal right now is just find a war we can win without having the cost be so stupidly high that we're penalized for the next 20 years. And if you can do a war that's way easier,
it's
with
not way
fewer
easier,
targets, and then just take Oberpfalz.
Hesse has take. I'm not hearing this word. Oberpfalz.
It's the province to your right.
Oh, the Palatinate.
Take that as your war goal instead of trying to take something from Hesse. If you're saying we can fight 3 enemies instead of 4.
But I mean, Hesse is going to come be part of that. Like, it's not. It's 3 and 3 because Palatinate has 3 allies. They have Hesse, Ulm, and Nassau. And no, I wasn't counting you. They have 4 with you, but they have 3 with Ulm, Hesse, and Ansbach. Right. And if I wore the Palatinate, you get a call to arms and then a failed call to arms, right?
I would just break the alliance and you declare that tomorrow.
Okay, that would be 3. So we'd be fighting Ansbach, Hesse, and Ulm. So we'd sub out, who was Maine's Hess's ally? We'd sub out Trier.
That is so much better. That is absolutely way better approach.
Why?
Because Ansbach, Ulm, and Hesse. It's still okay. Well, it's still 4 if you count Ulm's, Ansbach, Hesse, and Platinate. How did you get 3?
I don't. That's what I said. It's still the same number of targets.
Oh. Still, Trier is stronger than Ulm and Ansbach. So
yeah, but I can take more land from Hesse if I declare on them, where I can only take one.
But here's what we would do if we went that route, just for argument's sake. We would declare war. We would occupy Hesse. You would take nothing from Hesse. You would white peace him, get a 5-year truce, or you would do a 6-year truce and make him annul his alliance with the Platinate. Like break him out of this network and then attack him in 5 years. Okay. While taking the easier target, if it were truly easier, which in this case it looks like it's actually it is slightly easier. Ulm is also on Tech 4. Trier. Let's just check the number.
I can only call in favors. I'm only going to be able to call the big hitters into this war once. Not that Nuremberg is a big hitter, but I'm only going to be able to pull in allies once. And let's make sure I can actually do that. I haven't looked if the Platinate is more defended versus them. I don't think it will be. If I declare war on the Platinate right now, I can pull favors in for Nuremberg and Saxony, and they'll join. And Ulm, Hesse, and Ansbach are going to join. In defensive war. So we'll be 4-4. We have bigger allies. Everyone's right here. I have no general. Either way, I think that's the route we should go.
Okay, I would really prefer though if I could get my men into your land first.
Okay. I was thinking that our very first action would be you and I just immediately attack Hesse's 8K stack and attack it with 19K troops and wipe it out right at the start of the fight, and then immediately. Why?
Nope, wrong. Because we don't have cannons. We wouldn't really be doing anything extra. Having 19K versus 8K is the same thing as having 10K versus 8K because of flanking rules. And there's no guarantee we would stack wipe it. If we don't stack wipe it, we just took a 2 crossing penalty, 1 for the terrain, 1 for the rivers, and it's too risky. There's no guarantee we would roll well and actually do anything. We would be far better off getting our army together, or if we were to try to kill something directly, we would want to go for the Platinate's army in the flat terrain.
Platinate's got Uber General. I kind of wanted our allies to take some losses on that first.
Okay, but if you're worried about
benefits we have, we immediately take that army out of contention for a little bit here. Even if it doesn't, we don't wipe it out. We do damage to it. When we chase that army off, we can immediately occupy Mainz, Hesse, and Kassel very, very quickly to prevent him from reinforcing. There are other advantages to having 18K troops besides just combat with, which we have morale bonuses of having the extra troops in there. So there are benefits to doing that immediately.
Okay, but the number of troops in a combat doesn't make like your morale damage higher.
And no, it doesn't make your morale damage higher, but it makes your total morale available higher, right?
Yeah, but they're...
So there's less of a chance that bad rolls can kill us, in other words.
Two sets of infantry facing off against each other, one of them's going to win. The excess troops aren't going to contribute to the fight, and if anything, they're just going to lose morale because every single day they lose 0.01 morale for each day of combat, even if they don't take damage.
Doesn't it... When a unit runs out of morale and it flees, though, doesn't the reinforcements take that position?
They would, but if that happens, then that means things are going horribly for us, and we shouldn't have done the battle in the woods in the first place.
I don't see the benefit of leaving that stack on. Okay, well, if you don't want to do it that way, that's fine. I can dogpile in on one of my teammates attacking the Platinate. That's fine. We
should try to isolate the guys that are in flat terrain. Like, okay. Ansbach would be way easier for you to stack wipe than Hesse in the woods, because Ansbach's a smaller army, it's in flat terrain, and if you can get a general, or if we use my general with maneuver, we can negate the river crossing.
Okay, I'm fine for that.
That's risky. Let's just do it. I can't get my army directly to you because I can't get military access. I would have to do some really finagly stuff. I'd have to go through like...
All right. Well, I'm gonna.
I have to go all the way around.
Go ahead and unpause. I need two months of recovery, morale recovery. I think it might be 3 even, but right now, it's. What do you mean you can't? It's your pause.
I can't. I'm sorry. I can't get military access through Trier.
I understand.
I can't get it through Hesse, so right. I would have to go like north up to the water to actually get around to you right now.
Yeah. You know what else is beneficial if we just attack Hessen right there? Suddenly, our armies will be combined.
All right. Fine.
Oh my God.
By the way, I have
90%
Clivian separatists right now. So that's going to be fun. I'm kind of hopeful that we can convince them to spawn. I wonder if I could do that. I wonder if I could get them to come.
That's right. Your yank autonomy down. That will piss them
No,
off.
I'm saying I'm wondering if I can convince the enemy armies to actually attack my rebels for me when they do fire.
Yep.
By baiting them into like chasing my army or something.
I remember we did a lot of talking this episode.
Yeah, a lot of thinking. It's the HRE. It's internal politics. It's difficult. It's not easy.
That's right.
So you need at least a couple months, you said.
Yeah. I think it's one more after this. So right now I just hit, looks like about 2/3. So it's probably one more tick. This is the second month of recovery, I think.
Well, if you grab the army and then hover over the morale bar in the top left corner, you can see exactly what the number is.
I am at 1.9 out of 3.7.
And what does it say your recovery is?
Recover 21% of its maximum morale. What? Really? I've always been believing you was 3 months.
No. Your average is about 5 until you get good ideas in tech.
Oh, something I hadn't looked at. I mean, it was slightly longer then.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking at your bar and I'm thinking it's going to take a little bit more
It's
time
your
than
rebels.
that. Yep. I'm thinking I'm going to let them just siege that down for now. And then if I have to fight them, you may need to give me a little bit of time just to fight this off because...
I'm ready to go next month. I think we should do it sooner rather than later in case the political landscape changes again. Last time when we
hesitated,
Hess got an ally.
Fine. Well, let me break my... Are you declaring on Hess or the Palatinate?
I think we are going to leave this as a cliffhanger.
I think we need... Yeah, okay.
See you guys soon.
See you in a
Thanks
bit.
for watching.